In this video, I'm gonna talk about the weight gain blueprint I would follow if I had to start over at 55 kilograms again. And so if you are lost, jumping from one program to the next one while still being skinny and weak, you can just copy this and get to where I am right now, which is more than 70 kilograms much faster with serious strength, like 20 kg on weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, 48 kg per side on squat, and some good looking calisthenics skills. Introduce myself a little bit. My name is Bách Đỗ, a Vietnamese guy. I have male skin weight and strength becoming bigger and stronger. You can check out YouTube shorts on this channel for my training style, strength and physique. In 2024 and even before that year, I was skinny at 55 kilograms. And I just knew a little bit about training because I saw what big guys do, and then I thought that okay, I can do these exercises or I can make some kind of progression to work towards some specific ones like push-ups or piston squats, and then I put them into my workout program at that time. And I knew nothing about weight gain, including diet or other important factors which will be mentioned in this video. After over 1 year, when I was actually, or I have been actually learning and experiencing, recently I have gained 15 kilograms and of course more knowledge. And so here's how to get to where I am right now much faster, more confidently and more successfully. Kudos to my younger self for actually trying, and the most important thing is that that motherfucker did start this journey. Okay? The first aspect is about workout. You gotta go to the gym. Okay? Because resistance training is better than endurance one. Basically what I mean here is to do weightlifting. That would bring more challenges to your muscles rather than doing endurance training where you just doing the same fucking movements for 100, 200, 500 reps over and over again, to the point that the body, the joints, the muscles, they all get accustomed to that movement. Another thing is that you gotta do free weight and calisthenics because they are better than only machines and cables. The isolation training, like a bodybuilders who are often on steroids and they just want to compete about the size, about the physique, not plus the real and functional strength. And to be clear, I did experience, I would say all of them, many types of training, and I can draw a conclusion that free weight and calisthenics would be the best because it is compound movement which mobilize basically most of the muscles throughout your body to work simultaneously, and hence you can save a lot of time not having to do other isolation exercises later on of the sessions. The next one is that you gotta eliminate what do not align with your goal. And they are the things, they are the actions that can decrease the likelihood of you achieving. For example, I did train martial arts. I did do martial arts related training at the end of each session for the first few months of the first phases when I went to the gym. And of course, I got more tired because it is another kind of cardio, right? And it made every single session of mine at that time longer and more calories out while not having the sufficient calories in. And the consequence was that I was stuck at the same weight for a long period of time. During that period, and after stopping that martial arts related training and some other stuff that didn't even align with my goal, which is to gain weight, which is to get stronger at pull-ups, chin-ups, dips, squat, etc. I was fine, progressing like a god, I would say. In terms of rest time, 5 to 7 minutes, minimum 5 minutes between sets. You gotta rest that much so that you can train to failure at the following set, which contributes so much to your gain, or else you will just be at the same point where you used to be because you didn't push that hard. Okay, again, you gotta challenge yourself. And for a muscle, a typical muscle group, minimum 4 days, or the rule of thumb here is to rest until that muscle group doesn't feel sore and uncomfortable anymore. For instance, I recently, when I utilized my current program as well as the training method for my bicep, only weighted pull-ups and bent over row, and then after that sometimes I would do barbell bicep curl, and then boom, crazy bicep pumps, and it hurt for many days, even more than 4 days, and I didn't even feel like doing the household chores with this crazy soreness in the bicep muscle. That is the consequence. So you gotta rest more, and during that rest time your muscle will actually grow. So do not think that it is useless. It makes sense, okay? Do not make the same mistake as I did, which is not doing warm-up sets. I was just getting straight into the fucking main sets of the exercises, and of course there was a high likelihood of me getting injured, or at least I didn't train at my full potential as I am right now. So you gotta have warm-up sets before every single exercise, as if it was the very first exercise of that session. I don't fucking care if it is your 5th or 6th exercise of that workout. You gotta have warm-up sets, at least one, with maximum 6 reps, okay, with easier variations or lighter weight. So for me, if I'm gonna do 20 kg on weighted pull-ups, okay, I'm gonna have around 1, 2, 3, 3 warm-up sets at least. So body weight pull-ups for 6 reps, and then 10 kg on weighted pull-ups for around 5 reps, and then 15 kg on weighted pull-ups. Boom. Main sets with 20 kg. That's it. Stretching at the end of the session. Now, to me, it is a must, not optional anymore. I have to do it, and you have to do it as well, because it will facilitate your recovery phase, the rest time. Okay, that's fucking it. And also, you're gonna feel much more comfortable doing them, or else your muscle just gonna get cramped. Invest in the knowledge from those whom you can actually relate to. Now, initially I did just watch bodybuilders or pro competitors like Chris Bumstead, aka C-Bum, Jeff Nippert, Larry Wills, Sam Sulek, and then just copied what they trained. Okay, Dr. Mike with science-based stuff. But then, when I dug deep into this rabbit hole, I found out some more big guys with pure strength and training styles, which I prefer, like Eric Bugenhagen or recently Ian Barsigo. So I learned from them and I got here. That's it. Now I'm gonna share with you what I learned after spending years and money for free. There are 2 methods to train I have been applying. The first one is the bodyweight approach. So here you gotta have some energy preserved. Basically low intensity with high volume training. Do not train to failure, okay? So specifically, you gotta figure out the max reps you can do of a bodyweight exercise in a row. So maybe spend this session doing 3 sets max out to see how many reps you can do in a row, maximum. And then in the next session, you're gonna do 4 sets. And the rep for each set would be half of that max rep. Okay, and in the last set, in the fourth one, if you feel that you can do 2 or more reps, good. Increase 1 more rep per set in the next session and do not do those more reps in this one. You are fine. On the other hand, if you cannot do 2 or more reps, just remain the same number of reps until one day you can do it. You can feel like you can do it. Also have an aim, have a goal. For example, I did want to get to 15 pull-ups in a row. Okay, so my goal was to get to 4 sets of 8 reps with bodyweight pull-ups minimum. So I started from 4 sets of 3, 4 sets of 4, and then gradually build up to the point that in a session I would be able to do 4 sets of 8, 4 sets of even 10, and then I tested it, like the initial strategy that I did tell you just recently, which is to do 3 sets max out to test it, see how many reps I can do in a row. So that is for the bodyweight exercises. Another one is about the ones using weights. Okay, so basically weighted ones. Here you gotta train to failure. High intensity but low volume. Only 2 sets. That's it. That is enough. Okay, you don't have to do 3, 5 or some shits like that. 2 sets. And the target of it is to do 10 and 15 reps respectively. The main weight will be utilized in the first set, and then it will be decreased by 20 to 25%. If you achieve the targeted reps, okay, increase the weight in the next session. And if you can do more reps, just do more right now. On the other hand, the same. If you haven't achieved that targeted reps, increase the reps in the next session. Just try to increase it. And these approaches did help me get from 5-6 pull-ups struggling to 17, 19 pull-ups body weight and 20 kg on weighted pull-ups for reps explosively. The same for dips, just a few reps on dips to 21 dips body weight and 20 kg on weighted dips for reps explosively. 43 kg per side on squat for 11 reps. That is brutal as fuck, bro. Just try squat for many reps like that, and then you will see my point here. One note is that you don't have to do controlled and slow reps. Instead of it, you gotta do explosive and full run, all the way up and all the way down. Do not cheat. Do not get your mental masturbated. Like 99.9% of people are there training like shit, and that's why they are stuck at the same fucking physique and strength. Okay? I see many guys just doing pull-ups the same from the first time I saw them till now. Same fucking form, same fucking techniques, and no fucking weight. Because they have been bullshitting themselves. Now, let's talk about injury avoidance. You gotta pay attention and be present while training, especially when it comes to racking or unracking. And I did get a left wrist injury because I wasn't aware of the racking phase at overhead press with 13 kg per side after the very last rep. So I was basically exhausted. I thought that the barbell was already in, but the fact was that only the right side was in. The left one wasn't. And so I dropped the bar and then it just boom on my left wrist, which set me back for 3+ months with no upper body training. Really frustrated. So do not get into the same position as I was. When you feel something tweak or off, or basically not the same as usual, just fucking stop that movement immediately. No more choice or no more chances. I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart because recently I got a left-sided low back injury, I would say, from RDL, Romanian deadlift. I had been doing that shit for months and there was no problem. But that one day, I felt it right in the warm-up set. But I thought that it was okay, it was blah blah blah, and then I moved on to the main set. Only the first 2 or 3 reps, I'm done. I was done. So, again, do not get into the same position or make the same fucking mistakes, dumbass mistakes as I did beforehand. Okay? Focus on the proper form and technique right from the beginning. That shit will help you a lot. If you are unable to do it with the easy or light level, you are not allowed to increase the difficulty or increase the fucking weight until you get it right. Just make that rule for you. Be strict with it. Because training is a long term, not just for now, right? So think about your health as well. Because you are training for your health. You don't want to train and then your fucking body gets destroyed, right? So that is the first aspect. The second one is about diet. You don't need any fucking fancy plans, diet plans, or even supplements. Okay? I did use whey protein, many types of it. And even my clients at my weight gain coaching business, they did use creatine. And they gave me a feedback is that they didn't feel anything, much better with during that phase using creatine. And so I just told them to, okay, quit it. Because it's gonna just waste your fucking money. Because you do not feel anything here. The main thing is that you still have to train hard, you still have to eat right, you still get your sleep on point, etc. So those shit do not make anything different. I did have a fucking fancy breakfast like Chris Harrier with omelette and bell peppers for just several days in a row, and then I was done because there was a lot of oil. I couldn't bear it. I did have blueberries in plastic boxes, homemade almond milk, Greek yogurt, etc. And I'm gonna be real right now. All of them didn't bring myself to where I am right now, except for my knowledge. So I'm just sharing with you, you don't need any fancy shit. The same as the fact that you don't need any fancy equipments or gears, the straps, the gloves, the machines. You don't need them. Just fucking dumbbells, barbells, and your fucking body weight, and then you will be done with your workout sessions. That's it. Train for free and eat. Build your fucking diet plan around what you have been having. Easy, simple. Weight yourself every fucking single day to see the weight, to see the number on the scale, hurting your feeling because you haven't achieved your weight gain goal. And you will know the fact that, oh, this is an emergency that I have to eat more, at least compared to yesterday. That's it. You can only do one thing, which is this: weight yourself every day, and then you will know that, okay, from this number I have to eat more, I have to train harder. Then boom, you get your fucking goals. Eat more. Now, if you think that you have eaten enough but still not gaining any weight, basically you are wrong as fuck. Because the fact that you are not eating enough, there are only 2 ways for you to eat more, which is that either you can increase the portions of foods or meals you have already got, or add extra food or meals into your plan. You can choose one of them or combine them together. That's fucking it. That's how I got to where I am right now. The big fucking physique right now compared to my younger self who was skinny like a bitch. One note right here for you. That is really important is to choose the foods or meals that you can have consistently, which means every fucking single day, in terms of the taste, okay, the price, the availability, so crucial. Is it easy to get or not? And the quality of it. You gotta know those factors and they should make sense to you. Now, for example, I did eat more in 3 big meals of a typical Vietnamese family: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just more rice, more meat, and more vegetables. Simple as fuck. And then potato, eggs, bananas, lentils, and almonds. They can be found easily at an organic store nearby my home, and I can ask my mom to take it for me to save my time. So, is it easy to have them consistently? Yes. Is it good for my health? Yes. So why not? Just spam them. Eat healthy. Okay? Eating more doesn't mean that you can eat like shit, because over the long term, you gonna die. So quality of the food you're putting in your fucking mouth and stomach, or your body in general, matters. Okay? Quality matters as importantly as the quantity. Okay? Not all calories are equal. So do not eat like shit, because you will be unable to enjoy the fucking results you have been building up for so long and so hard. Or at least the health problems, the health issues will make your life worse later on when you get older. So do not get on that track, okay? The last pillar of this is about the accountability. So basically here, what I mean, you gotta do those 2 above aspects consistently. Follow it, follow the fucking plan, no matter what happens. Also take advantage of the competitive trait of a young man as you right now. Try as hard as possible to beat other guys as the fuel to be always on the track. Unless your body tells that, oh, you need to rest, everything else doesn't fucking matter, including the advices of your fucking parents, because they are not in shape. And of course, your feelings, because your brain is a bitch. Oh, the weather is bad today, so I'm not gonna go to the gym. Shut the fuck up. It is raining? Okay, just put on a fucking raincoat and go to the gym. Shut up. Oh, I have other crucial tasks to do. Okay, wake up earlier and finish them ASAP, and then you can work out, and then you can have your fucking diet plan. You can follow it. Sleep early. Okay? Oh, I'm fucking ugly and skinny and weak. No one cares about it. You still have to get strong as fuck. Right? And there's a fact that guys out there who are big, strong, and handsome as shit, most of them used to be the same as you right now. So do not make any excuses like that. Oh, I'm tired. So what? So what? You can still fucking train. You can still get on the ground right now and do 10, 20, 30 push-ups. That's it. And mindset helps a lot along this journey, which is do what is required. This shit has helped me tremendously from the beginning till now. Okay, I'm lazy, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, blah blah blah. Okay, do what is required. So I want to get bigger, eat more. Even though I'm tired and even though all the fucking meals get stacked together, okay, so what? You still gotta finish it. Or else they're just gonna become the waste. And you gotta pay that price in another lifetime. Do what is required. I'm gonna give you one more bonus here. One bonus factor to make this progress on steroids, okay? Basically much better, okay? Get high quality sleep. Particularly make sure these 4 aspects, make sure you're gonna get these 4 aspects on point, including temperature, noise, light, and your mind. Temperature, it's gotta be cool or even cold enough for you to get into sleep much easier. Remember all the time that you just fall asleep at ease, okay, conveniently during winters, right? Or at the fucking classes with the ACs on, when you're hearing the fucking boring lectures at literature subject, right? That is about the temperature. About the noise, of course, you cannot just sleep well with a bunch of shits jumping around your ears, okay? In terms of the light, you must have some kind of light which is orange or red at the same level of your eyes or below. Do not get it over your head, basically. And the white light one, no, do not use it before the sleep and during the sleep. About your mind, do not consume content which can stimulate your brain, even it is funny, scary, intriguing, surprising, any kind of those. That shit will make your feelings jump around and you will not be able to sleep. So get everything done during the day before the sleep, and then you will be able to sleep well because you have done so well. That's it. You have spent all of your energy throughout the day, and then now you deserve to have a good sleep. And what I mean high quality sleep here is that you can sleep continuously, no waking up during the 7 to 8 hour of sleep, except for peeing or basically going to the bathroom or emergencies, okay? At least you get up and go to bed at the same time every fucking single day. Even you cannot have the minimum hours of sleep, which I didn't mention right before, 7 hours. You still have to go to bed at the same time and get up at the same time to make that a habit, a routine, and then after that day you will get into the routine again, which is fine, which is good for the long term. So basically you gotta wake up early and get tired during the day, try to work throughout the day without any kind of sleep, and then you get exhausted, and then guess what, you go to bed early at the end of the day, and then it's done, right? Then you get into the cycle again. That's it, bro. Goodbye.